All right, welcome back, guys, to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. As you can tell from the title, I'm just going to be talking about the issues that I've had thus far with the whole Bo6 integration into Warzone. But before we get into that, if you're new around here, you enjoy the content, subscribe, hit the like button. It helps out the algorithm a lot. And comment down below if I do miss out any issues and you're experiencing something different. Let me know down below. I'd really like to know if there are any other issues in the game that I have not noticed yet. But without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So, the main issue that I have noticed with the game, and many persons have this issue, is with the audio. Footsteps are basically not present within the game, and it makes going towards gunfights or going into gunfights a little bit more challenging because you never know exactly where someone is, and persons are able to run up on you and you have no idea that they're actually there. And in this gameplay, as you've seen, like, I heard this guy jump up on the wall, and by the time I should check to see if he's coming up, he's already up on my left hand side. So the audio is definitely the biggest issue, and I'm hearing persons saying, hey, you need to purchase the $20 enhanced audio thing. And I'm also hearing stuff with that. I've even watched artists who are comparison with stock audio compared to the enhanced audio thing, and it really makes no difference. There is a slight difference. I think the enhanced audio is like probably 10 decibels louder than stock audio. So there really isn't any point in using it, and I don't believe that I should be spending $20 for better audio when better audio should be in the game already. We're in 2024, about to go into 2025. Call of Duty has been experiencing stuff like audio issues every year with a new release of a new Call of Duty, and I don't believe that these type of issues should be happening every year. So it's full time now that they rectify the audio. The next thing that I have noticed with the game is swapping weapons. You will press triangle or Y, depending on whichever controller you're on, to swap weapons, and you'll pick up another weapon. But instead of it swapping to the weapon that you'd like to get rid of, it keeps the weapon that you want to keep and pick up the one that you want to pick up, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's not swapping weapons when you want to pick up a weapon that you desire. That's the next thing that I've noticed. The other thing that I've noticed is the description above loot is so small that you have to spend 2 to 3 seconds to see exactly what you're picking up. Flashbangs, smokes, and concussions pretty much look the same. You have to spend 2 to 3 seconds just to see the name of what you're picking up, or to see how it looks to know exactly what you're picking up. Mostly the name of what you're taking up. And that to me doesn't make sense. They should have just kept the loot descriptions as it was in previous Battle Royale modes that they've had. The other thing that I've noticed with looting, it is a bit buggy. The loot stash, the armor crate, the ammo box that you throw down, it takes, once again, 2 to 3 seconds before it actually opens up for you to use it. It really slows down gunfights and make it difficult for you to just, make the next best play. The other thing that I've noticed, as I've mentioned, the 2 to 3 second thing, it seems to be on everything. Everything has a delay. Delay with sprinting. I have my delay thing set to 0, and it still seems like there's a delay. As you can see in this video, this guy came up the ladder, ran behind me, and I did not hear him. That's the thing that I'm telling you with audio. So everything has a delay. Sliding has a delay. Diving has a delay. You have to go into sprint animation to do the dive thing, and that doesn't make sense if we're having omni movement and the ability to sprint in any direction. I believe that if you dive and go prone or crouch, the moment you get up, you should be able to dive again. It doesn't matter if you're not able to dive as far, but all that matters is that you're able to dive. And I find it very clunky going into a dive, getting up, to initiate sprint to then dive again. It really doesn't make any sense to me why I should be sprinting, dive, sprint, dive, sprint, dive, sprint, dive, and not dive up, dive up, dive up, dive up. Right? These are issues that make the game unplayable. Though the main thing that makes it unplayable for me is just the audio. If they can fix the audio, then everything else in the game would be tolerable. We could tolerate, right? And just find workarounds for it. The other thing that I have noticed with the game is every now and then there's a lag. There's a stutter. I'm really trying to see if there's a way that I personally can upgrade my connection. So I'm just gonna leave that as a me issue, but I've watched a couple streamers and I've heard them say, hey, where does this lag come from? And all that. So it doesn't necessarily seem to be a me thing. It seems to be a game thing. There's a little bit of lag in it. And I know as well, day one bugs, day one launch type of thing, issues. But still, as I've said, this is 2024 going into 2025. They had a whole month per se to test all of these shit and get it right for multiplayer before the integration. So seeing that it's going on now, it makes no sense. I'm also hearing that persons are having issues. I haven't had this issue personally, but having issues where they're not able to use their streaks. Now, that is all, I guess, from player to player. Some players will have certain issues and others won't, and that's fine. But these issues are really annoying to deal with. The audio and then the delay, those are my two biggest issues. I just believe that if you're going to give us Omni movement, let it be unlimited. I did say prior to the whole integration that they are going to come out with some bullshit just to make the Omni movement clunky for Warzone. Even though I've been hearing that, hey, the Omni movement has been clunky since beta, I knew for a fact that it was going to be clunky for Warzone. And so said, so done. It is fun. Let me just say that the game is fun, but as I've said, the delay and the audio are the two things that decreases the fun factor for me. I can stand getting outmoved by Omni movement, someone who knows how to, use it better than I can, but I can't stand being in a room or being in a particular area with 3 guys around me and I don't know that there's 2 guys around me. I only know the one because he's actually shooting his gun, right? So stuff like that is what's really bothering me. The other thing that I've noticed, and this is something that is personal preference for me, really, and will have to grow on me, is the menu layout. I don't like how the menu layouts for like controls, all of your movement things are set up. They pretty much put things that are relevant to like day-to-day use on the advanced option tabs within the menu, and that just seems a bit unnecessary. I do like the fact that they did categorize everything like aim, movement, combat, global. I like those columns, but the rows where they have advanced and they took out many things and then put in things that we don't really need, those could have gone on the advance, is it's just a completely unnecessary. And you might be thinking that, oh, I'm nitpicking at things here, but small things do add up to big issues. And I know that somewhere along the line they might just fix majority of these issues, but for right now the game isn't as fun as it should be because of the audio. Like MW3 had audio issues, but it was a situation where just one person or maybe 2, depending on the lobby that you're in, you might not hear anything at all, but they will hear you. But in this, it's like everybody you don't hear. There are moments though where you will hear persons back to back when they're pushing you. But apart from that, it's just nothing. It's really nothing. I don't think I've missed any other issues per se with the game. It's a hit and miss for me, really. They really messed it up, and I really wish that they didn't. And if I have to, I said this about BO6. I will not be playing BO6 because I realize what it is and what it will be. I have not played BO6, and I told myself, and I have stated while on stream, that look, if I have to spend $20 to get better audio that should already be in the game, I am not playing this. And I stand by that. I will not be playing Call of Duty if I have to spend $20 just to get a better audio. And it's not a matter of being cheap. It's not a matter of not having the money to spend to get better audio. It's a matter of principle and integrity. I should not be spending $70 if I did buy multiplayer on a game that is pretty much a remake of Cold War, only to come back again and spend an additional $20 just to get better audio. That's almost $100. And if I buy the Black Cell or Battle Pass, that's over $100 for a game. That doesn't make any sense to me. That is not fair to us as a community, as a player base, and they should really stop it. The community should really start to become more vocal and fight back against these things. But hey, we can only wish for that. But anyways, guys, if you like the video, as I've said, leave a thumbs up on it. I think that's basically everything that I have realized with the game. If you're watching this video, if you reach this far in the video, I might be live at this moment in time. And yeah, come on over, join the live, share your experience. I'd really like to know what you've experienced thus far. And without further ado, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.